Hello, it is March 16th, and one day after the Ides of March, beautiful weather here. Last night, I literally thought I'd gotten frostbite. I'd even used, over the period of the night, I actually used 6 of those little hot hand packets, 3 in each of my socks. I'd used 2 more in my gloves. A 40-degree Walmart bag in the cheapest tent that Walmart sells on a 15-degree night is, well, pretty much cold. I used my military poncho and wrapped it around my feet and draped it over most of my body, and then I used my pack towel over my upper chest, and this is on top of the sleeping bag. I took my other t-shirt and put it on upside down, so the collars were still around my neck, but I used the tail of the shirt to cover over my hat, my face like that, and then I covered over my whole head with the sleeping bag and dove in as much as I could. But my heels, this is, listen kids, if you don't have insulation between you and the ground, it will suck the warmth right out of you. So my feet kept on getting cold, and those little hot pockets, they helped. When I had 2 of them in there, I tried to save a little money and hot pockets or whatever this morning, and I only put 2 in after 4. From 8 to 4, it was okay. They were cold, but they were okay. About 4:30, I put in 2 more after the other ones had worn out, and I never even felt them. My feet were just that cold. And I woke up at 7:30, and after the sun got up, I slept actually a fair amount of last night, which puzzles me. Apparently, when you're cold, you can fall asleep and die. Or at least you fall asleep when you shouldn't. But, I tried to fall asleep. I did fall asleep, and I woke up, and I couldn't feel, half of my feet. And I said, it's time to get my boots on, a little hot-footed back to the lodge. And I did. And went into the bathroom and massaged my feet until I could feel my toes. Stayed there most of the day, or half the day. I stayed there till almost 1 o'clock. Ate dinner there. It was a little bit better than before. Their chef quit, and they haven't quite figured out how to, they haven't figured out, how to put it all together yet. So, but they got wonderful people that work there. I've talked and chatted with most all of them, of course, as you can probably figure out. But I was there. I updated. I downloaded the video from last night, which was mostly black. Now today, I have gotten further than I have gotten before. So I'm about 5 miles out, 4 miles out. Probably not that far. I don't know. But I'm a mountain and a half over from where I got rained on last, and I have found a location that is away from the trail. It's not on a bench or a shoulder. It's not an exposed location, because it's supposed to get to be 32 tonight. Still 15 degrees better than last night. But this, on a cold night, when you're working on a margin, you want to find something that's not going to be exposed to the winds that go through the ridge tops. I also found something that's flat, because you don't want to roll down the hill or slide to the end of your, either to the end of your of your tent, or slide out the front. Now, because I have this cheap tent, and again, just one, actually I haven't told you, but I have bought a better tent and a better sleeping bag, as well as ordered a replacement pack cover that will meet me at the Such As post office at the beginning of next week. which I may, if I actually make good time, I'll end up, camping, at Woody Gap for a couple of days. But that would be a good problem. Right now, I'm just trying to get some positive mileage under my belt, and this is gonna be the third time I've started this trip. Anyway, as you can see my pack. This is a flat area. You can't really tell that so much with the video. I'm going to clear out the sticks and anything that's projecting. Then I'm going to pile on some leaves, because remember, insulation from the ground. Then I'm going to set up my tent, and then the tent is a tube. It doesn't have a fly or anything else. It's a real cheap tent, but for $25, what do you expect? And then I'm going, to cover the tent with leaves. So I will be using the insulation of leaves both underneath and on top of the tent. So I'm hoping that the combination of that, as well as it being 15 degrees warmer, and I may be able to figure out another, I'm going to try to put something down at the other end that my feet can rest on. Actually getting rid of so much gear means that I didn't have much to spare to put on, anything much soft to spare to put underneath my feet. With that being said, I'm going to go and take a picture of it, and then I'm going to go and put it out. Now, if I still have light, I'll show you tonight. I'll make another video for tonight. Otherwise, I'll make a video in the morning when the light comes up, because I guess cold, if I'm warm while it's cold outside, that's one thing. But if it's cold, I'll be getting up and getting about earlier than normal. I am kind of lazy about the camp if it's comfortable, but that will hopefully change some. But I will be able to. So this morning I actually got coffee at the lodge, and I really haven't cooked anything on my own today. So that'll be different tomorrow. I'll be cooking up. Both. I now have a menu, so I'm going to have a couple of packets of oatmeal for breakfast, peanut butter on a tortilla for lunch. And then for dinner, although I may make it for dinner, and then for the other meal, I'm going to have already cooked rice, basically rice in a bag type of stuff, and bouillon, and a packet of some type of a salmon or tuna. Full packet. So thanks Aunt Billy Joyce for getting me some of those. They've been really handy. It's something that's coming. If you're going to be doing this, you have to have protein, because you're going to be breaking down all kinds of stuff in your body. And if you break down the protein and it goes away, and you don't have any protein to replace it with, well, that's just a bad thing. So, all right. Well, let me get to it. Like I said, I've got to police the area of sticks. I don't want to get jabbed by sticks. I don't want a stick to jab a hole in my tent. Then I got to pile leaves there, and then set the tent up, and then pile leaves on top of that. So, it should be entertaining, to say the least. But I will see you in the morning or later tonight.